Welcome back to another episode of Wildermyth. Hope you've been enjoying the series so far. I know I have from the gameplay perspective. When we last left off, I believe that we just finished off our last kind of chapter, didn't we? And now we're starting on our next chapter. All of our party members are coming across from West Stoop and moving across to our western area here. So we can actually hire somebody else here, recruit another person, which I think we absolutely would love to do. You can have 5 party members in a combat at any one time, so getting that 5th party member as soon as possible will be important. It does cost us 3 legacy points to be able to do that, so we will need to entertain or upgrade one more time. But as we can see, all of the areas to explore are over the western area here, with one to the east as well. Nothing that we can find here just yet because the mountain is in the way, so I imagine we'll eventually wrap around this side. As remember, the world that we have is a circle. You know, some sort of globe type disc, you know, just like real life, flat earth, you know, unite. No, just kidding, that's not what I believe at all there, just in case people start taking me seriously there. No, so we're going to head back this way, send our whole party across. We of course do have our calamities coming shortly, as do with our incursion there, excuse me, as we see another one getting infested there. Unfortunate. So a second hunter might be quite useful, but I do love having 2 tanks up in the front line there, so we shall see. But I think we definitely want to take out 1 or 2 of these before we get our next calamity card coming through. So why don't we actually just assault this area here? Maybe we'll get a point as well for it. Costs us 0 days. Our entire party's here. We'll just jump straight into it. Everybody's full health. You have an opportunity that we need to do. So I think we need to go for that opportunity as well. Get ready at another level. Maybe some extra retirement aid too. That would be quite good. So they hike a mulchy hill above Loch Dreamloom, making their final approach. The trees there actually look younger than the wider woods, kind of odd. Why do I not remember yesterday? I'm going dull out here, I swear. I feel like I need this battle, a great heat, a grind to sharpen me. Should I say something? Red Air's leading the way, and it's he who spots the warm glow ahead. Did it flicker to life just now, or maybe it'd only be hidden behind the trunks? Yeah, this place is pretty removed. Wonder why Thrixel would gather here. It's hard to say. Hope is that they've amassed a hoard here. Food, arms, things that we can use. See a fire up ahead, campfire maybe. Campfire, could be a random traveller, may not be hostile, but I'll stay ready. Or no, this isn't a gout of flame swirls amid these saber rocks, silent, bright and smokeless. It's not a place to hang your kettle, no, but that's quite a kiln there. Not quite a kiln, is it? You know what I mean, bizarre, don't you think? I wonder why it's not hot. Not hot, it's blistering. I feel it. Ready, you okay? Do you hear stories? Or is it just my mind that hears them? Reddit moves nearer to the spiraling inferno, apparently unscorched. Reddit, I'm alright, I'm remembering now. I remember one tall story. It's brief, it's for children. In early days, the sky's back was not so stiff. She bent and saw a handsome grey squirrel who'd climbed to the top of a redwood. Reddit, you're getting really close. He's already got the burn mark on his face, doesn't he? So I guess, you know, this is just completing the look there, so to speak. No, but I think this could be possibly an augment that we can get with flame, which honestly, with our frontline guy, could be quite useful. The only downside would be if it's one of his arms, then he won't be able to hold any 2-handed weapons any longer. So we might be looking to improve, I don't know, his face or back or torso or his legs if we can. The squirrel, he chatted to her blithely. How he relished her stars in the autumn wind, took comfort when she cast her cloudy hair. He thanked her for letting the sun thread through it. Youthful and uncautious and unused to such adoring words, she became drunk on them. So when she watched him plant his forest and watched the trees grow tall where he placed in the sky, thought to impress him by planting her own. A lightning arm she gently lowered, and a great tree of scarlet was born, but it was a greedy tree. It grew and grew and grew so large it consumed the forest the squirrel had planted. So she created a tree of fire, did she? Is that the idea? And without time for a word, words took much longer to say in those days. It swallowed the squirrel's body too. Oh, so she accidentally murdered the squirrel. Seeing this, the sky grieved and grew in wisdom. Upon the wildfire she poured celestial waters, the first rain, and even after. When she lowers her lightning, even in wrath, she bolsters the earth and rain, lest her anger run beyond its intended course. That's the story I remember, and this place remembers. It's a piece of here, something left behind. So is this the fire from where the squirrel was incinerated, the starting point there? What's that mean? Stories of fire, you don't hear them. They leap and lick at my imagination. At this altar once, people would gather and tell them. They're dead now, those people are dead, the flame somehow endures. I'm going to let it touch me. He reaches in, so that's the issue. Now, he has a 2-handed weapon. Does he also have a 1-handed weapon? He has a tier 1 crossbow and a 2-handed. I mean, we're going to reach into the flame, but that's going to do his arm, isn't it? We're going to try it though. We get the transformation of the flame. It's the fire climber's wrist. Alright, I'll be alright. He stands unharmed as flames file up his arm, orderly as ants, but then... Oh, uh-oh. A sudden mass of fire wreaths Red-Air's body. Oh, uh-oh. Okay, no, it is just the arm. There we go. So he's got a right arm of fire. A little warm, like wearing an arm sock. There you go, nice and cozy. Feel better than ever before. Close by, a small flitting noise is followed by a drone of several seconds and then a telling silence. Okay, so we get a legacy point. That's perfect. So a legacy point means that we can now recruit somebody, but our enemies are stronger. And I think we allowed the Thrixels to get pretty damn strong as well. Now Red-Air, unfortunately because of that, is now... Oh wow, he can actually use his two-handed spear while also having a flaming hand. I thought that wouldn't be allowed there, but apparently not. So let's see, we've got a firearm, 2 to 4 magic damage of 4 range. So if he's up and close and personal, that cone of fire is going to do quite a bit of work there for us, that's for sure. Beyond that, we also have the fire tattoo. So sigils of fire burn on Red-Air's brow. So he's got the fire there, he's got the burn mark there. He's just a flame boy there for sure. Now we could go here and do the cone of fire ahead, which would hit a few of you, but I'm waiting to see if we can hit for a bit more. We do have the jump jaw that we could do. The Thrusk here does have a ranged attack and a melee attack. The Seeker, what does the Seeker have? The Seeker just has, can fly over scenery. So the jump jaw, does that actually manage to jump up and get them? Yeah, maybe it does include that Seeker. So the Seeker is a melee damage unit. So if we throw out a jump jaw here, for example, we actually might be okay, because it's going to be... Oh, hang on. Can they walk on that spot? It looks like they can, but I think we put it down the middle path. We can't walk on it, so I'm assuming they can't either. Now, we can, of course, Zealous Leap you. The Cone of Fire, unfortunately, ends the turn. A strike... Does a strike end the turn for Red-Air? No, melee attacks only cost 1 action, so we leap to action, and we could leap over here. Could also leap over here. Can we actually attack the one behind as well? I think we will leap here. We do lose the Inspired, but now we have the Cone of Fire, which can do a bit of damage ahead, but that does end the turn. We start with a strike. Good bit of damage there. And now we do have 2 Mystics, so we would like to be able to hit them from behind, but... Whoops, I need to undo that move because I accidentally clicked on the wrong person. Let's see. Onbeth, what do you have? You can infuse with that. That is a Splinter Salvo. The Loom constricts from far away, so I think we maybe move up and constrict, but can we get far enough to do that? No, we cannot. Not with you. Oops, I didn't mean to open that door, but I guess I have now. And neither with you. The Step Ladder again is Splinter Blast. So unfortunately, a lot of the attacks that we would like to do here are not that fantastic with our characters. Actually, we can only get there by going all the way up. So maybe we go like this. That one gets that one. We can melee you though. Do we want to melee you? I feel like that's not the right course of action, right? We go for this shot here. Hopefully we get the stunt damage. Beautiful. Okay. Now, what's your attack again? You have Etherburn. Magic damage to enemies adjacent to the interfusion. So you have to interfuse first. But actually, you might have to move into this area first anyway. That might be a-okay for us. We'll move you over to here. We will move you up to here. We inspire some of our party members. We can interfuse with this. And I think we will do this because we can Splinter Salvo later on. But we want to interfuse with the one up here later. So we'll see if that is indeed the case for us. Again, I don't hate the Cone of Fire, and that might allow you to burn further as well. So we might as well do it. Send the fire out. You watered it. Okay, that's okay. Now, you can just wait behind here, I think. No, Danny, you can go up a little bit further, because if you tank a shot, you've got a lot of armor and warding. There we go. We do pin you there. You interfuse back there. We have another Seeker over there as well, although it looks like you haven't fully found out where we are just yet. What did you interfuse? There's something back there, that lamp possibly. So, we can strike you here. That uses up 1 turn. You now stop the interfusion here. And now I like the idea of moving up and just Splinter Blasting both of you. So I think we go 1 here first. Let's actually go here. And that brings up everybody. We reveal the Seeker. Ooh, and the Dweaver over there. So what does the Dweaver do? He warps, teleports to an object, slices So I'm wondering if maybe we use our other jump draw and fire off to that side. So you are guarding. Oh, I didn't realize there was 3 over there as well. Okay, that's interesting. We'll pop you. Let's see, we can red air go. He can't leap anymore. But he does end his turn in Guardian, does he not? No, he has to use the Guardian action. So I'm wondering if we... Because we've got you there. What happens if we go here? Let's start with Onbeth. Let's interfuse with one of these. Let's go with the... Oh, that's a constriction here. I think we go for one or the other. Now, I do like the idea of pinning them. Pinning enemies is probably the way that we go. So why don't we actually move you up to here then in that case. And we'll pin as many as we can. Now, this Thrixel's already interfused with something. That's a little bit scary. Unfortunately, we can't move Bara up far enough. Unless we maybe move Red Air out the way. We'll move you up to here. You get inspired. And you're interfusing with that object, the eggs, which does a bone lance. So, I don't think we should take any damage from that. Question is, do we interfuse with one of these? Because we do have this one here. I think we try and get the Splinter Blast over here. Whoops, wrong one. We have to interfuse with one of these. I think we try this stool here. And then we try the Splinter Salvo. And it does hit you for a lot of damage. And it also doesn't hit our own party members. So let's try that out. Great hit. Okay, that is promising. Fortunately, we can't get the Cone of Fire. We're too far back from you. So I think we move up to here. Do we have the shot on the Seeker? We do not. So that is not good. But what we can do is maybe go here. Because that Seeker is probably going to... It does have melee attacks, so we could go there. You... Do we go for this Dwemer? I don't know what his movement is. Plus he might also stay back. So I think we just drop it down there. Then we take the shot at you. 80% chance to... You got a little bit of cover, but that's okay. Or we could maybe go with our interfusion first and try and take you out. So, what do we go with? Or maybe we just take you out. That's both... I mean, the Splinter Blast should be a good chance here. We could constrict one of you two. I think we just go for this Seeker here. I think we play it safe. We want to kill you. And if you move up, then you still get pinned. So that's absolutely fine. 78% chance. Come on now. There we go. Alright. One less to worry about. And we do just take the shot here. Hopefully it does not hit the loom. There we go. You do have great armor though, and that's a bit of a downside for us. We're going to move up to here as well, just to protect from this side. The Dweeb does move up, he gets pinned. Interfused. You move up as well, and you get an attack. But thankfully all you do is shred the armor. The thrust shreds the armor here, and you get multiple attacks, but they are different styles. Therefore I'm not too concerned. Now, good news is you can attack multiple times, and that is definitely something that we'll want to do. Question is, do we leap to the other side, or do we just attack from here? I don't know. I don't know just yet. But can certainly consume or Splinter Salvo. Splinter Salvo isn't really going to work though with everything that we've got in this kind of general direction. The issue also is you've got a lot of armor and magic armor between the two of you, so we're not really shredding too much. I think our best bet is just going to attack you multiple times. But still not too sure, because this is what, 2 to 4 damage. Like if you did more fire damage, like you had extra bonus damage and potency, then that would be great. But as it stands, your damage is not fantastic. Now we do have the Splinter Blast, which could shred you quite a bit, which I honestly think that we do go for. But you've gone into that one, haven't you? Therefore we can't do that. Oh my god, okay. There's a lot of thinking that's required in this game at times. Now, this hobbles them. We could hobble you, move back. I'm wondering, this goes up here, we have the bonus damage. The bonus damage is quite good, of course. We move over to here. How much damage does that do? No, we undo that move, and that's our last undo, unfortunately. So we could move you up to the front, and Bara, you can take a hit or two, I think. So we move you up. Now we have great chance to hit you there. And I'm wondering if we then move you back to here. We interfuse with this. We constrict you, which then likely destroys your magic armor. There we go. And then on Beth interfuses with you. Do we go this side or this side? I think we go this side as well. 6 range, we got good range on that. This thrush should be dead. 81%. That hurts. I'll tell you what, that hurts a great deal. We can only hit you. I'm wondering if we go here. If we go here, we got the range for you as well. But then we only get 1 attack is the issue. So I think Bara maybe takes out this thrust. Is that possible? It should be because we have the... Oh, unless we stunt. The 1 damage off. Because what we could do is we attack you, we then jump to this side, and then we attack on the other side too. The Zealous Leap could take us over to here. Maybe that's what we do. We get 1 shot in here. Good hit. We then jump over to here. And then we strike you. Cone of Fire is not going to be enough. I mean, it could be, but it's unlikely to be. That's 100%. We get the kill onto you. Bara still has a turn. So Bara can go, ooh, okay. So that's a chance. There we go. Lover's Vengeance working out once again. So I think that turned up working out quite well for us. But we just had to play it right. And I think play it right we did. We move you over here. I'm not too sure if there are extra enemies. There could be some in these rooms or in the back rooms. But this could also be absolutely everybody. So why don't we start with a constriction. You blocked it. Righto. Whoops. We then go for you. We take the shot from this side. Lover's Vengeance again. Is that everybody? It is indeed everybody. Okay, so we get a bit more experience for this combat. Not too shabby. Almost have a level for Red Air as well. Red Air will retire at the end of this chapter. That's very early, but he does have an opportunity there which usually gives some extra retirement age. But how old is he? Retiring? 35 is his retirement age. Why is that? Oh, because of the fire burn. Oh no, okay. So increasing it by +10 might allow us to get him for a little bit longer. But I think just to be safe, we probably buff up some of our other party members like Bara, for example. You can pick that up. The dust settles, the air smells acrid and burnt. You can control that thing, I hope. This arm, yeah, Can you talk for a second, Reddy? You belong to a different order of nature now, or what? Alright, so I really did hear something, right? Whatever presence was there in the altar, the flames spoke in me more than to me. Spoke in me, right, okay, like the chorus of my primal ancestry. I heard them offer stories to the altar. Kvan of the summer, the queen of embers, the sun thief, and the emperor of ashes. Or softer stories, like that little yarn about the sky and the tree of fire. Don't forget about the squirrel, of course. I heard them, these flame keepers, people who drove their herds and built their shelters here, who poured out their mysteries by this altar they must have carved, and... Anyway, the point is, you're always going to elect to have the firearm, if you at all can. You've already made this decision, so what can I say now? You can probably start a campfire pretty quickly, Not that you will. I want to tell you, love, it's okay. I must be able to control it. I'll on her now, and it'll be okay. Okay, so our partner doesn't love the idea. You're not going to tell me off, are you? You've got to do your own thing, I get that. Very understanding. Okay, so we get a buffed up enemy now, and we can see, actually the Thrixels are not that strong. It's going to be the deepest that we're really concerned about, and of course eventually the Morthagi, which is going to be our concern a bit later on. Why don't we find an item with a couple of our party members? Of course, Onbeth and Danivan, who have double the work speed. We will then also scout with Bara, and then we will also recruit with Red Air. Oh, we have multiple opportunities, so I'm wondering, do we just start them off? I really want to recruit somebody though, that's the thing. Sometimes Red Air would dig. A hobby is what it was. A naturally skeptical heart, an expression of willing curiosity. On Beth, I've found something, so have I. Really, what'd you find? A digging fool? Fucking god. Oh no, Gloamflower. Well then, want to see what I dug up? I'd be pleased if it was more than this pile of dirt. Is it more than dirt? Looks like, what is this? A tablet? It's a stone tablet. It's got pictures on it. Looks old and weird. Is that Onbeth showing interest in my diggings? Well, a little bit. It's like a map, right? We'll know some of these landmarks. We have to find the place. Do we have to do it straight away? I guess we kind of have to, don't we? And I think we do want to bring everybody. So do we bring Danivian or Bara? Can we check our... We can't check our stats and how close people are to level up. Onbeth already has an extra level up though. Oh, Onbeth has to go. Right, so it's either Bara or Danny, and I'd prefer having Danny stay back to secure that site. So I guess... Oh my god, we got to move so far back. We have 5 legacy points. We have to skip some things. So Morthagi doing extra damage is a little bit scary. The Watchman. Having extra health is also quite a nasty thing to deal with as well. But I think we just cancel this one. We have 3 points left, and with those 3 points we can recruit another member. So, again, we are going to have another incursion soon. We do have a lot of infested tiles, which is meaning that those incursions are coming by too thick and too fast. These opportunities are worth it, I feel, but that's a lot of backtracking. So we have a combat there by the looks of it, and a greasy dark tunnel. Rita and Onbeth happily spelunk-a-dunk. You can tell what resplendent treasures await our bold heroes. Perhaps nothing at all in it. In fact, that's very likely, and it doesn't feel likely. Okay, what do they find? You do kind of wonder though, how many places like this echo beneath our feet? How many do we walk over in a day? Dead end. They've come to a round chamber deep beneath the earth. Their torchlight reveals uneven ground, the old marks of tools in the hard dirt. You bring a shovel? Something must be down here. Something is. Ooh. Morthagi seems dead. These things can get active real quick. Let's see what he was guarding. Well, I kind of want to see if he can become a pet. Let's see what he was guarding. Maybe he joins us. Ooh. So we managed to remove one of them by not destroying him. Is that what happened? So we remove one of the calamity cards. They keep digging. Digging and digging. Okay, there's more of them. Can we go now? Oh, they all activated. Ah, bugger. Okay. Well, oh god, the Watchman's strong, as is the Spectic, as are the Sommeliers. Okay. Oh god, oh no. Alright, well, maybe we bit off a bit more than we can chew here. The extra dodge for you guys is pretty awful too. What do we have? We could Splinter Blast here, so currently you can interfuse there. And then Bone Lance is good, but I'm wondering if we can do a Splinter Blast. No, that's a Wild Grass, that's a Steel Fire. We can Discus, but I really want to be able to double Splinter Blast. Splinter Salvo. But I think the Splinter Blast is still going to be the best case scenario for us. We do have Bara behind as well. She can't... Oh, she can attack for now. The Shredding is pretty good. The Spectics are going to try and move up. That much is for certain. So I'm going to put it on both sides of this area. The Sommelier is probably going to attack from afar anyway. We can take a shot here, or we could... Silk Step ends the turn though, which is a concern. So, we either go for the Wild Grass, which does magic damage. It does pin one of the enemies, or... You do of course have the Discus, which is 8 damage, but a lot of that would be blocked because you do have 4 of that. We do have a Bone Lance though, and it does pierce for 1. So I actually think we try the Bone Lance and we see if it can hit both of them. That's not good. That's not good. The fact that I can only hit 1 is not good at all. So I'm actually going to interfuse with this now, and we're just going to Splinter Blast. We need to shred, and it shreds for 3, so that is pretty damn good. Just please don't dodge it, whatever you do. There we go. Okay, that's lovely. Now we also get the attacks from this side, which is pretty damn fantastic. So we could bring you up to here. We could Zealous Leap over to here, which then would allow us to get 2 attacks. So I think that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to leap to here. Big jump. We then go 1 hit. 100%, because of course we attack from that side first. You're dead. We can't quite attack the second one, so I think that's where we maybe bring up Bara. She takes out the second one. And then we go like that. Now I think a second tier of jump draw traps would be quite good. So why don't we jump over to here? But we've already done 1 jump draw, so we wouldn't have been able to move. We could undo that, but then we couldn't throw any more jump draws out further. So I think we just go for the shot. We finish you off. Again, the less enemies around us, the better off we'll be. Red Air is the tankiest against melee hits, which is good. And we can actually throw some fire out of here. So why don't we try that and see if we light some fires along the way, because then maybe they'll burn along the path. And they will have to burn to go through that area, which is nice to see. Take a little bit of damage. They also lose some warding. We didn't quite manage to get that back, but 2 damage there, plus the pin is fantastic. A little bit more damage there. Okay, honestly, I think this isn't as bad as it could have been. That's not saying much, but, you know, it's okay. Discus. has a chance to kill them both. So I think the discus is the way to go. But I'm wondering if we bring ourselves up further, like so, then we give the inspiration damage. Oh, we killed you both because of the true damage. That's right, we can actually do true damage back to you. Okay, now we definitely go for the discus, I believe. Because Red Air cannot Zealous Leap. You do have a lot of armor. So what we could do, on Beth, you cannot infuse with the fire just yet. But you can Bone Lance, but it would hit our own guy. You could Discus, and that should kill you. Let's just Discus, take you out. Great damage again. Not really too sure what you sucked up there, but that's okay. We can move over to here if we want to, get some attacks from afar. We do lose the inspired damage, but we could go for fire damage, couldn't we? Which keeps us in there. Do we get extra damage thanks to the cone of fire? Don't think so. 2 to 4, so it only increases our other damage, doesn't it, with this, with Onbeth's ability. Let me just quickly check. Onbeth gets insulation, 1 bonus damage and 1 spell damage. Okay, so it's bonus damage is good, the other one less so. I think we go for 1 more jump jaw. We then move across to here. We take a shot. Yeah, we take the shot. Dodge is annoying. Dodge is very annoying. We move up to here. And I think this gives us a better path for the cone of fire. We attack the one behind. Hopefully it sets a couple fires underneath you. It doesn't, unfortunately, but you will get pinned if you try and move. There we go. And now, great dodge. And you get the shot back with the Lover's Vengeance. Okay, with you, we can leap over to here, which should jump over the fire. And it does indeed. So, 93% chance to hit there. But I think we just interfuse with this fire first. 8 magic damage. Okay, we fire leash across to here. And we take you out just like that. And okay, I'm actually quite surprised that we took only 1 damage on one of our party members. So you can see the importance of the armor and of the warding. Both in conjunction with one another allow us to put a lot of abilities and a lot of defensive stuff up. Melee attacks deal +1 damage. That's obviously great because Red Air has the one that can attack multiple times. Don't care as much for that. +1 potency and +2 range to cone of fire when standing on the same tile as a blaze. You know, I don't know if that means that we take no fire damage, but not too sure. I think we prefer the viciousness out of all of this. So we get an Ember Gown, which is a tier 1, so that improves Onbeth's armor, so we'll definitely go for that. Extra spell damage, extra warding is fantastic. Thank you kindly. Breaks are nice, need a break. Onbeth stoops by the near spring, refilling the canteens. Alright, it wasn't so bad, really. Sure, so yeah, why do you suddenly look so limp? Well, just wondering what could be buried beneath 3 bone guards. Could be anything down there. Should we go back? Surely we should. So +10 retirement age, that means that he might not retire next turn, or next round, which would be absolutely fantastic for us. So he basically got 2 level ups there, which is great. Allies gain +2 speed. Swift action to shred that with potency as well. Not going to be running that, of course, at all. Claire's pin on you. So it's going to be either Shield Share or Zealous Leap. I feel like we want to be using the Shield Share because they do have so much extra bonus stuff there that we're having to deal with. We are going to have an issue with them coming through our land shortly. So we actually might want to look to, I don't know, build some defenses at some point soon. So we get a site over here. Let's see what the item is. We get a fabric and a spell thread. We get extra dodge, and the dodge could be sent across to Red is quite low dodge already. Maybe we just give it to Bara, who doesn't seem to have the most HP ever. Not a fantastic item, but it's okay. I think we just start preparing defenses here. So we'll start with tier 2, and you can start off there. We'll then send everybody else to the same placement here, as we are going to have the incursion coming very shortly. I am wondering. They're skipping... No, they're going through into Silver Landing. So what we do, we instead send everybody here. We prepare defenses with everybody, especially the Labourer. But Danavian goes and tries to recruit another party member. So like that. So we're going to let them destroy Tele Foundry. That's just... It is what it is. Can't really deal much with that. We'll take... do we want Baydilla? Uffward? I'm going to get that wrong so many times. Bronglin. May. Oh, I've got to take May. Oh, that's so good. Alright, we're going to recruit May. May, whatever you want, it's on me tonight. What's the catch? It's been a year out of the day. I was finally able to get up and walk home. I owe this leg and practically this whole year of my life to you. A few mugs of the good stuff is the least I can offer. That was a year ago already. May, I want you to know whatever you did to my arm held up beautifully so far. So is she a healer of sorts? Or is that a joke? So fill me in. What's the story here? Morthagi with the story. I guess they were just after lumber that time. And not the whole town, but there were still quite a few injuries. Which got taken care of, almost all thanks to May. Sure, but can't keep dealing with the fallout though. What if it's worse next time? She wants to do something about it there. She pulled out her sword. That's kind of a rough thing to do in a tavern there, just surrounded by people. And maybe I'll do the most good by helping to deal with the problem at its source. Come with us then. A lot of dealing with to be done if you're willing to fight. Looks like she's keen. So I think we do need a second warrior. And she looks like she's got the brawn necessary to absolutely devastate the enemies. So she's going to start training them. Danivan's recruiting her. I think we actually switch up. And we send on Beth. Does that speed it up? It does speed it up. So we'll go for that. Like so. Again, we're going to lose the Foundry. It is what it is. We have to let all of these go by as we have no legacy points. So Raccoon, I don't mind too much. Morthagi, Batchby being stronger is a bit scary. Deepest, we do have quite a few Deepest cards there, but this one isn't too bad. True Gorgon, he's very strong as well. I think he's the boss of the first chapter, isn't he? First campaign. So that's a bit scary. Extra Seekers and Morthagi Butler has been added too. So we just have to allow all of this to come through. Again, the decks are getting very, very thick. And that's the downside with spending time to, upgrade our items and build defenses and do everything else that's a little bit slower. We actually will scout this tile as well with our Hunter. Hopefully she doesn't get ambushed, but we should have the defenses necessary. We should have our recruit prepared to have a tier 3 defensive area to work with as well. Now, shield shear is fantastic. I think we need the shield shear immediately. I do like broad swipes. I also like Zealous Leap because that is a lot of extra maneuverability. But the shield shear is really... Oh, the Zealous Leap though, to be able to get that, opposite flanking attacks and also fantastic. Let's go for the shield shear. Let's then build with all of this. Who's still there? Go back. So we got Bara over there. We need everybody else building but Bara here. So that should come by pretty quickly. And that should help out. And I think you guys are still going to take quite a while to reach that area. We won't be able to go there and build defenses in time. But what we might be able to do is we can patrol with a party of a few. So we can just leave Red Air building. And we can go everybody but Bara. Like so. You guys should patrol and remove that. We still have the defenses being built. We then might do the same as well. You're going to pillage that area. There's not much we can really do about it. Tier 3 defenses have been built. That's great. We'll then allow Red Air to start doing this as well. 7 days remaining. We've been ambushed over there. That was my concern. So I think we go for temp health. We're not going for the kill. We're going for the movement. Thankfully, you are able to jump into our Silk Step mode. So if we go move here and we then Silk Step, I'm hoping that you don't get to see me. We did reveal a Spectic though. Do you get to see me at all? You know where I am? You're searching. Ah, do you reveal me if I'm within that area? Okay. Thankfully, I think we should be okay. So that's what's so useful about these guys, I suppose, as we'll put a jump draw across here in case they try and come towards us, and then we'll move as far up as we can. We should be able to escape this area. It shouldn't be much of an issue. Uh-oh. He's pinned. Will he still be able to find me with the search? No, he's just missed us, which is great. He has a much greater search radius, but I'm glad that I did pin you there, otherwise you might have came closer and found me. I'm so tempted just to try and attack you, but no, we have to make our escape. We managed to make it out. We don't get anything for that, I don't believe. Oh no, but we do allow the Morthagi wardrobe to get in. The wardrobe is a horrible enemy to face. Okay, that's not good. Now we do allow the patrol to work though, which is good. So you've ruined that area there. We've cleared that out of infestation. We're going to send everybody across there. I think it's worth to... Oh, why were you over there? Did I send you over there? So you've arrived there. I think we attack here first. Look to take this out. Hopefully we won't take too much damage. Then we can let the defenses weaken the enemies a little bit. Then we go across when the defenses are nearing the lowest point there. Some kind of basement over here. They've been late all day, late rising, late on the trail, late to recognize sunset, and late spotting this ruin. It's the remains of a smaller structure, and it rests on a cleared, rocky slope where trees find little perches. Benevian, you can wait up there, I won't be long. Why, you're not making water, are you? Pretty cramped for a fire, guys. Someone worked at this table. Knife lines, stains of sediment, ash on the floor. It's chalk. What are these hash marks? And what's in the box? Remember, there's that verse in Opal Night when Spira comes to the Umber Lady's Hall. Past the open portal, shadows packed like raven's plume, dimming all discovery, sharply dark and darkness doomed. Spira's sparklight shimmered spent, snuffed, dispelled, left all engloomed. This place isn't like that, I guess, but nowhere's poem perfect. Do you see anything we could use? The box is puzzle locked. One of those magic puzzle locks. Oh, is it words or numbers? Words. Thank all gods. Remind me how these function. Enchantment, old one. Don't think anyone does it these days. Lockwords, they call them. The words or phrases that spring the box open. The magic lock presents a prompt with a clear slate to write an answer. The wise wanderer finds home where... The wise wanderer finds home where blank. Well, it's turning out better than I thought. It could cook dinner and make a note of it. Chalk some guesses. Still got those wild peppers, don't we? Do we? I hope not. They haul everything down here. Bara takes it on herself to clear the block chimney pipe, an eye full of gunk later. She's done it. Benevian takes Maldish and a few of the old books lying around. They chronicle local heroes and harvest. Onbeth makes a weak broth no one will enjoy. They shout and scribble guesses in the meantime. Who comes up with the correct lock words? The wise wanderer finds home where... Wise wanderer finds home where she finds perfect solitude, where shrewd folks still are scarce. Her friends will gladly make the trip. I'm wondering if it's going to be... I don't feel like it's shrewd folks still are scarce. But then again, I'm also... Maybe it is. I do like the friendly element of this. I don't know whether this is going to be, you know, whether only one of these actually open it. But Onbeth... Let's see. Danny has their own opportunity. Bara is level 2. I'm just also looking at the levels as well. Would prefer Mei Mei to get it if we could. Second to that, I don't feel like this fits in. But no, it does fit. Let's try Danny. And it clicks. Perfect. You don't deserve that. That was really it. Here you all are. Now, you know, someone in the comments let me know if every guest gets that right. But there we go. Danny gets it. What do we get? What's in my box? Looks like some odds and ends. Might be something worthwhile. Of course there is. It's my box. So we get a block, augment. I would like it on... Actually, can we check red air? No, we can't again. We'll put the block onto Mei Mei then. A little bit of extra block won't hurt. We definitely need to give Mei Mei a bit of a stronger weapon. And a wardrobe plus 2 foe cards on turn 3 is a little bit scary. We do have a stone spirit. 4 turns to catch him. And the area is very, very small. So we have to bear that in mind if we do go up too far. As we will reveal Semelia there. We can actually interfuse with a few of these. So that shackles you. That's obviously a splinter, and bone lance. Now we would love the bone lance up further ahead if of course that's possible. But we do have a good number of enemies or units that we can then attack with. Now what do the roots do? Wild grasp. We can't reach the fire, unfortunately, but we could reach the pickaxes, which does barrage. But my concern is sending you up too far. But then again, what's the worst that could happen? Danny has a lot of armor and water. Oh, that's the worst that could happen. Okay. Yep, I see now. 5 range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Something like that. So maybe we go for the pickaxes. Ooh. Okay. We do get to hit you both. It will shred you a little bit, but not a great chance to hit you, I suppose. Can we hit? We can hit the stone spirit, but it doesn't matter too much. We do want to go for the shredding, so I think we do go for this attack. We do manage to shred you. We just did damage rather than shredding you, which is unfortunate. Onbeth, you can interfuse with this. 1, 2, 3, 4. I believe we can pin you if we go for that. So I think that's what we will go for. Pinning enemy gives us a little bit of time, you know, a little bit of respite there. Do what must be done. So we pin you. Does that bring you forward or does it pin you in that spot? No, it pins you there. So that means that you'll be stuck back there for a little bit. We definitely send Mara up. or bar up, excuse me, and we go for our jump draw over to our left side, because that's most likely where they're going to come from. And then I think we silk step up to near Danivian, as they're most likely going to attack her, and then Bara might get a reaction shot. That would be quite nice. Now, we can move you up to here, and then you up to here, and then do we just go for our Guardian? They're not going to reach us, so I'm wondering if we just rush, or whether we stay back. Now, the Butler, the Sommelier has a ranged attack. The Butler does not have a ranged attack, but it does give temporary health to its allies. We just need to take out this Wardrobe, because the Wardrobe spawns more enemies, and we're getting more enemies later on as well. So I almost feel like we just need to move our party members up even further. Hopefully far enough away. 1, 2, 3, 4, that we won't get shot by here. Does it go diagonally as well? I can't remember. We're going to go Red Air, you go here, and then you go here. So our party's up quite far. Spectic takes some damage. He gets pinned. Does he take a shot as well? He does. Mei, we don't want to lose you immediately, but it's looking like we might. This Spectic won't reach, that much is certain. This Butler shouldn't reach. He used up all of his action. This Sommelier might get a shot, but thankfully Mei dodges it. The fact that you construct every single turn seems absolutely broken to me, but what do I know? Now, we do have a Bone Lance. That Bone Lance is a lot of damage, of course. And you guys do not have, well, you've got no armor, but you do have quite a bit. We do have a torch, which can steal fire. The issue is, I think, maybe we could throw it over to here, which might hit both of you. The Butler does have quite a bit of protection against that, however. So we could shield share somebody, like this, for example. And I think we do. I think we shield share. Then I think we just run you back. We don't want Mei to take any more unnecessary damage. Why don't we bring you up to here? Onbeth now gives that inspiration to party members around her. If we interfuse with this, we could throw it at somebody here. Like, that's 9 damage, for example. Or we let you do it, because I think you have more damage than Danny does. Danny has 6 damage. You have 9 damage. So if we take the fire this way, and then we steal the fire this way, and we do hit you, but not for quite as much damage, but we do have a good chance to stun. Well, a small chance to stun. You blocked it, and you didn't. We attacked from this side though, so that means that if we move you this way, might be a little bit better off. If we move here, we do get an attack onto here. My concern is I feel like we need to pin the Spectic now, so can we pin it all? We can pin the Butler, and I think that's how we're going to deal with you. So we interfuse here, we then Wild Grasp. It pulls you out of the fire though, which is a concern. We do also need to kill you as well, don't we? I'm wondering if we move you over here, or if we Zealous Leap you over here, that's then 2 attacks that we get, so we get a 100% chance to kill you. Do we get the attack over here? We don't get the attack. I should have attacked and then jumped and then gone there. Unfortunately, we can't sort that out now. And Mei can go back to here, can attack the Spectic, which probably would kill her, or it, but then it would probably also kill us as well. So I think I might have made... Oh, we've still got Bara to move though. Okay, Bara, you might be our saving grace to an extent. So where are we going? We do shoot through their armor for now. I'm wondering if we just go for the Wildling. But maybe we keep within... If we go here, maybe we have the extra damage necessary to fire at you. And now we can't shoot at you, unfortunately. But we do have a pretty good chance to take you out. One of you two. Which one do we go for? I'm not too sure. 81% or 91%? Well, we must go for the 91%. That's huge damage, and we want to take you out. But I feel like it's a little bit too risky. We definitely go for the trap here. Then we take the shot. And I think that taking the shot at you is the right course of action. As long as we can kill more enemies than you're spawning each turn, then we should be okay-ish. Shield Shear is useless. Cone of Fire has a pretty good chance of taking you out. We could go over here, and I think this is what we do. We move you over to here. We then Cone of Fire this way, and we manage to stunt you for the extra damage, which is fantastic. There's also some fire there. We somehow created a fire over there. It leapt over there, which is interesting. Now we wild grasp with you, which pulls you back. We could also interfuse first with this fire. Though that's 2 fires underneath them. How much damage is he going to take? Not enough there, I feel like. So we'll interfuse with this fire for soon enough. Because we'll move it back to you. But we do have to try and wild grasp you. 100% chance we're going to pin you. Pinning you is great. Means that you're stuck back over there. Unfortunately there, I wonder if you do sweep up the fire. Sweep the floor. Consumes debris. So there is debris on the floor here and here. Gives you temp health. But hopefully this fire doesn't help you out. And actually, I should have attacked you first. That's my fault. Yeah. That's my own mistake. Hopefully it doesn't come back to bite us. The Welding gets pinned, but he will get a fire shot off. Blocked and warded, but we get a shot back, but Bar is now standing in the fire. 10 the cold. Oh no, you stuck up the fire. Oh, that's right. Okay, now you get AoE damage around the place. Are they spawning this turn or later on? There we go. We managed to get some shots back. Construct Spectic as well. Are they spawning new enemies? They are. And they are spawning big enemies too. So, we kind of want to take out the Butler. We also definitely want to take out the Wardrobe. We just need to make sure that we're taking out enemies quickly enough. Because you're only going to be spawning 1 per turn. That's all of the additional enemies spawning from the adjacent sides. So I think that should be okay there. We do have a lesser chance of pinning you now. Onbeth, what can you do? You can interfuse with this for a Splinter Blast. You can go for the Blaze. You can go for this here, which is decent. You could Fire Leash over to there. I feel like we Fire Leash and we kill a Sommelier, right? We go for this. Interfuse fires do not burn out. The Spectic should be okay to take care of. So we throw this across to here. 75% chance is not amazing though. There is rubble there. That rubble doesn't really do much for us. It does have a Bone Lance attack though. I don't think we want to get adjacent to you, but we can actually still attack you from here, which is hilarious. The unfortunate thing is we can't from here with you. Oh, this is a tricky one. This is a tricky one. Okay. Wild Grasp, I think we need to pin you again. I think that's our best case scenario. I think we go for it. 70%, this kind of dictates what we do next. Unfortunately, means that we can't do too much. And now I think we just have to kill the Butler, don't we? You can attack from here for lots of extra damage. You could attack with the Fire Leash, but we've gone the other way. I think we just have to go for this here. Our luck is running out. This is some XCOM luck right here, and I am not having a good time with it. That's for sure. Now we could, if we move you up, you're almost certainly going to die in the process, so I don't think we can justify that. We move you back 1. Can take a shot here, 85% chance. I think we just have to go for these other enemies now, don't we? Fewer enemies on the field, that's the most important thing. The issue is the Butler is now going to move up and keep all of us in the range of this fire, which is going to do 1 damage per turn. I'm really saddened that we can't actually attack multiple times here. What we can... if we move, we still can't strike, except for once. I think we move and we just go for a big attack here. Why can I not attack? Excuse me? It said for sure... Oh, do we get extra range in there? No, it was showing is that I could attack that, right? 2 range, 1, 2. Okay, so that's not enough. We have to be in there to attack. Let me undo that. It's showing as a potential attack move there. That red thing there shows that I can attack. So I'm not too sure what's going on there. I think we send some of our party members back. And we just Guardian you here. Do we Cone of Fire? No, the Cone of Fire is terrible. We could swap weapon because you do have a crossbow. And how much does your crossbow do in damage? 4 with extra stunt damage. Blinds the target if we stunt on you. So I think we do swap. And I think we go for the shot here. 100%. 14% chance of stun. That stunt would be huge, please. Not quite. Good damage, but no stunt. Now you're going to move up and do a lot of damage to us. Okay, Onbeth takes some damage. She doesn't have much in the way. Thankfully, Bara gets the adjacency bonus there. Sweep the floor, doing quite a bit of damage to us. You're also soaking up some extra damage. Danny's taking a bit of a hit there. We're going to be hurt for the incursion that's moving through as well. Good dodge there on Beth. Well done. We get a shot back, but unfortunately you get the shot back as well. Well, you dodged it. Come on. Okay, that heat is horrible for us. We need to take you out. So I think we go for a double hit. So we swap your weapon. We go strike. Now, is a strike enough here? It is enough unless we miss. There we go. So that's taken you out. That removes that flame aura around us. At least it should. Okay, so the animation's still there, but it looks like we won't get hurt by moving through it. Can we pin you? We can shackle you there as well, so we could start shackling again. Bara. Okay, we could move over here, but you might still have the defensive measures. We can't now throw the fire far enough. That is a pain in the ass. What can we interfuse with over here? We can Wild Grasp you, which actually should be enough to take out that. We could also go for the Blaze, which should almost certainly be enough to take you out. The Watchman, 9 damage for that. Actually, let me go for the Blaze. Interfuse with this. The Stone Spirit's still there. We Fire Leash this one down to here. And that should kill you unless we miss. There we go. Okay. We did damage to both. The Watchman's a little bit worse for wear. Danny's hurt. We have to be cautious, but Danny also needs to get up closer to be able to reach this area here, because currently she can't reach anything that pins. We could go for the fire. I don't think the fire is the best case scenario for us. The issue is they have so much bloody HP still. We can of course Silk Step, which allows us to ignore their armor. That would be quite useful. But I think we have to move up one, and we have to go for the rubble. We have to go for the shackle. So we interfuse with this. Do you have a ranged attack? No, you don't. So we shackle you. 100% chance. Perfect. That's what we like to see. We pinned you. We shredded an armor. And we attacked you from that side. So now we could attack you from this side and hurt you a bit more as well. And we do certainly want to be doing that. Hang on. What's our adjacency bonus here with archery? After a ranged attack against her or any adjacent ally. So does adjacent mean diagonal as well? Because if it does, I think I stand here and I take the shot at Batchby over here. And May just Guardian's back here. Maybe she stands adjacent as well. Do you have any AoE attacks? No, just a single target. So we just stand up here, Guardian. That's one more enemy or one more potential person to be shot at by you. Spectre shouldn't get an attack, it's too far away. We should be able to throw the fire back through you guys now. We get a shot back. Okay, perfect. So that does work as intended. So we want to take out the Batchby. We want to take out the Watchman. We want to Fire Leash this one through you both. And I think we go this way. Doesn't matter which tile we go on, but let's see. Come on, please take out the Watchman. There we go. Alright, and now we're doing some damage to the wardrobe. That's very nice to see. Let's see here. We could shred you. We could Splinter Blast and shred both of you, and I think that's going to be the best case scenario. So we go here. Can we interfuse with another one that we could Splinter Blast with? We could actually go for the Bone Wall too, couldn't we? So why don't we interfuse with this one here as well and see what our options are. Does that give us some extra adjacency or extra damage? So what does Bone Wall do? We could just impede foes all that way, block them all this way, and then force them to go around the other way. But before we do that, I feel like we should kind of strike. Can we get closer? The alternative is we either Splinter Blast or we Bone Wall. Those are our options, right? Those are absolutely our options. But I think we actually go for our Splinter Blast right here. Share you both. The cart probably gets destroyed now. But we go for an attack. 100%. Or we Zealous Leap over here. So we only get the adjacency or the kind of multi-attack from that side. So I think we go... Oh, that's so close. We go here. We do get the double attacks though, so that's absolutely fine now. Do we go for the Cone of Fire? Does it make a difference? No, we don't. We definitely don't. We go for 100% chance to hit you here. And we finish off the turn that way. We send Bara over to here, I believe. Can we attack from any range? Let's just move over to here. Hopefully we can... No, 100% chance to hit you should work out. So we move over to here. Hopefully Danivian survives the stack as well. We take you out. And we stunt for extra damage as well. Lovely. On Beth, we need to keep you alive. So with that in mind, I think we move both of you back here. And we just Guardian. Please don't take out On Beth. Extra damage to you. You construct. And there we go. No, you won't. So, as long as we take out the Spectix, the wardrobe does nothing else now. But we could move you over to here. We do have the Fire Leash, which we could bring over to here. That doesn't reach, so we go over to here. We throw it on you, or we throw it on you, which is pretty much 100% chance to kill you. So that's exactly what we do. Wardrobe is done. Wardrobe is dealt with. Red Air. We only get one attack with you, so we need to make it count. I think we move Mei Mei over to this side. Ooh, no, we undo. We move Mei Mei over to here. We go for this attack. We then... Danny could go for the attack over to here, or Bone Lance, or whatever we wanted to go for. Is that actually... Oh, we could Wild Grasp you as well. So why don't we bring Red Air over to here. Gets the attack from this side. Danny... moves up to here. She can still interfuse with another item, which is great for us. So we interfuse with this. We then try and shackle the Spectic, or Wild Grasp more accurately. We manage to get it. We shred your armor. We attack you from the rear side, and now we move over to here and probably finish you off. That was much trickier than it needed to be, but we made it through there. We took a bit of a beating there on some of our party members, but nothing that a little bit of waiting around won't help, and hopefully our defenses will hold until they become an issue for us. So, we already have a tier 1, tier 2. I think we maybe upgrade... Yeah, we upgrade Mei Mei's sword. So it's smaller range, same damage, but greater accuracy, stunt chance, and block. So I guess maybe we have a bit of a tank. So if we increase our block chance, then Mei Mei takes less damage, which is good because she doesn't have much in the way of armor or anything else just yet. So great to see that happen. Oh no, the wardrobes are now even stronger. But again, they're probably ones that we either want to take out immediately or leave until later on in the battle. So you guys are doing that there. I think we start to secure this area for a bit. We'll try and find an item, see if we can do it faster than you guys deal with this. 10 days until you destroy that. Oh god, we got only 2 legacy points total. So Deepest, Thrixel, Gorgon having extra damage is pretty awful. Coachman. I don't like the idea of a Coachman. That looks incredibly dangerous. We're going to cancel this one. I've never played that one before, but I think that's the way to go. We almost have another incursion coming too. So how many days until that's done? I think we just let them destroy that. We finish this one here. We get an item for our troubles, plus some other materials. And this cloak is pretty damn good. And I think we give it to Mei Mei for extra health. Red Air, of course, is pretty strong as well. But no, we definitely give it to Mei Mei. Good stuff, extra health. Speaking of which, is Red Air still going away at the end of this campaign? Retirement age of 45, so it looks like he's not retiring now. So that little extra quest there seemed to have done the job. Now, we're going to leave that episode there. Thank you all very much for tuning in there. You guys have been fantastic. If you did enjoy the episode, please don't forget to drop a like and a subscription. It helps out a great deal. See us over at Twitch at twitch.tv/Endoya, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye for now there, folks. Catch you later.